Hey everybody, my name is David Gerber, and I've been working with Chris Doris as my coach for about the last 10 to 12 months or so. And I wanted to share a story or two with you about how it's impacted my life and how it's impacted my business, and really how it's impacted my ability to serve the people that I coach and the people that I interact with on a regular basis, from my interactions with my wife Sarah to just friends I have, business colleagues, etc. And also how it's impacted my relationship with myself. And so one of my favorite stories of working with Chris was there's a time a few months into coaching with him where my business was growing, but not at the rate I wanted to. So maybe you've been there before, where you feel like you're doing all the right things, and there's some sort of underlying dynamics that seem to be holding you back. And so I did what I normally do. I spent a couple of hours preparing for a session with Chris, just so that I'm ready. I've got this list of things played out that I want to work through, and then I usually send him a decently long email with just like what's going on, because I want to get the most out of our time together. And so I sent him this email, and I'm really frustrated. And the summary of the email was basically, my business isn't where it needs to be. This is going on. This is going on. This is going on. I don't get it. I don't understand why I'm here. Why am I still here? I've been doing coaching for 5 or 6 years, and I feel like I haven't broken through to where I want to be, whatever that is, right? And so for me, that would have been easily clearing 6 figures every year without a problem, or 10 grand a month without a problem, right? So that would have been what I was thinking. And so I sent him this email, and I still remember I still remember when I picked the phone up, and I call Chris, and he picks up. And so I'm going to tell the story true to form, because if you know Chris Doris at all, he doesn't hold back on the language at all. So I'll tell it true to form, just so you know what it's like to be coached by Chris. So I pick the phone up, I call Chris, he picks the phone up, and he goes, "Just read your fucking email." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know." And so I was like, "Yeah, I put some time into it." And he goes, "Man," he goes, "you got some fucking shame going on." And I thought, you know, I had this thought, I was like, do I, you know, and he goes, "Read your fucking email. Go pull it up right now. You got it in front of you." And I was like, "Yeah, you know," and I knew Chris, this is our 4th or 5th call or whatever. And so we had built a relationship. So this is what I expected from him. I want the best of the best. I want straight. And so I go to look at my email. I start reading through the email, and I was like, I start seeing it. And he goes, look here, look there. And I start to notice it. And for me, what he helped me see, and Chris really helped me with this, he said, "Your shame is that you are not who you should be yet, as a business owner, as a coach, whatever that is, as a husband." He goes, "You got so much fucking shame going on." And then he said, the next thing he said was one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard, because I grew up conditioned to think that I had to understand everything from my past in order to move forward. And so the next thing that Chris says, he goes, "Let me tell you something." He goes, I don't fucking care where your shame came from." And I tell you, that was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever heard. Because I sat there and I thought, I've been spending so much time trying to figure out exactly where the shame came from, or why I don't have the confidence I wanted, or the business results, or, you know, self-love, or whatever it was it took. I always kept looking in the past for it. And he goes, "Be it right now." He goes, "Be that right now. Like, you can have that." And so then he coached me about how to embrace it, how to be that now going forward. And a lot of it was just letting go of the idea I had to find out where it came from. And I tell you, that was a very pivotal moment in my coaching with Chris. It propelled me forward. It propelled my business forward. It propelled my ability to serve my clients forward dramatically. And so I just wanted to share that with you, of what it's like. And it's been a really great experience to have Chris invite me to be stronger and to be of higher level of service, to be more loving towards everybody in my life. And it's been really wonderful.